morning to all. I'm Mrs. Ruby Paul. My registration number is MTE036. I'm from Pune High School, Mumbai West. My topic is quadrilateral and my subtopic is types of quadrilateral and properties of rectangle. Let us observe and explore. Observe the different images of objects around us given below. Observe it carefully. Different shapes and different sizes are given. Some are having regular shape, some are irregular in shape. Here some more pictures are given. Here different shapes are given and different objects are given which we are using in our daily life. Observe it carefully and see the number of sides. Here some more pictures are given. Just see how many sides are there for each figure. Yes, what type of figures have you observed? How many sides are there in each figure? Yes, we have seen that 4 sides are there in the figures which was shown in the last video. Now 4-sided closed figure is a quadrilateral. Observe the given video. Watch the video carefully and try to notice different types of quadrilateral in this. How many different quadrilaterals did you observe in the video? Now identify the different types of quadrilaterals shown in the figure. You can see different shapes, hence different quadrilaterals you can see. All are having 4 sides, so they are quadrilaterals, but different shapes are there. You can see rectangle. You can see square in that, parallelogram, rhombus. So different types of quadrilaterals you can see in this. So let us come to the different types of quadrilaterals. Here the different types of quadrilaterals are given. Rectangle, kite, rhombus, a square, a parallelogram and a trapezium are given here. But all are having 4 sides, hence all are quadrilaterals. Let us see the quadrilaterals in detail. A simple quadrilateral means only a 4-sided figure. But in a trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and non-parallel sides are there, the remaining. In an isosceles trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are parallel, but non-parallel sides are congruent. Hence, the base angles are also congruent. Coming to a kite, adjacent sides are congruent. Let us see a parallelogram. Opposite sides are congruent and opposite angles are also congruent. Coming to a rectangle, the rectangle is a parallelogram, hence opposite sides are congruent, but each angle is a right angle. But in a square, all the sides are congruent and each angle is a right angle. Coming to rhombus, in a rhombus all the sides are congruent. Since it is a parallelogram, opposite angles are also congruent. Let us observe one more figure. Observe it carefully. Here we can see quadrilaterals, but all these quadrilaterals which we are seeing in this figure is of same type. Let us make it clear in the next. Here we can see that a TV screen, a swimming pool and the tiles around it, a flag, a cassette, a mobile, book, paper and a tablet. Here in all these we can see that there are four sides, but still they are having the same shape. Yes, they are nothing but a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are congruent and each angle is a right angle. Hence it is a rectangle. So let us come to rectangle. Here we can see different size of rectangles, but all are having the same properties. In all these rectangles you can say opposite sides are congruent, each angle is a right angle, diagonals bisect each other and the diagonals are congruent. Even though they are given in different positions, all are rectangles. Let us see the properties in detail. In quadrilateral ABCD, opposite side AB and CD are congruent, opposite sides AD and BC are congruent, then quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. In quadrilateral ABCD, each angle you can see 90 degree. Angle A is a right angle, angle B is a right angle, angle C is a right angle, angle D is a right angle. Hence, for a rectangle, each angle is 90 degree. Let us see the next property, that is in quadrilateral ABCD. Diagonal AC bisect diagonal BD at point O. Hence AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. This shows a diagonal property of rectangle, that is diagonals, bisect each other at point O. Let us see the next property. Diagonal AC and diagonal BD of quadrilateral ABCD are congruent. This is one of the special property of a rectangle. Now let us define and prove. Here rectangle, rhombus and square all are parallelograms. So let us see each rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are congruent and each angle is a right angle. Rhombus. The rhombus is a quadrilateral in which all sides are congruent. Let us see square. A square is a quadrilateral in which all sides are congruent and each angle is a right angle. Let us see the properties of rectangle, rhombus and square. Rectangle, rhombus and square all are parallelograms. Hence, the properties of parallelogram are applicable for rectangle, rhombus and square. Properties are: opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. Rectangle and square have each angle 90 degrees. Let us come to the theorem. Theorem number 1. Diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Given quadrilateral ABC is a rectangle. To prove diagonal AC congruent to diagonal BD, we can prove this by giving suitable reasons. Solution. We are starting with the proof part. A triangle ABC and triangle ECB, segment AD congruent to segment BC because they are the opposite sides of the rectangle and they are congruent. Angle ABC congruent to angle ECB, they are the angles of a rectangle and each angle is 90 degrees. Side BC congruent to side CB, they are the common sides for the triangles. Next, triangle ABC congruent to triangle BCB by SAS test of congruence. Once the triangles are congruent, the corresponding sides AC congruent to side BD, the corresponding sides of similar congruent triangles. Hence, the diagonal AC congruent to diagonal BD. Let us come to theorem 2. Diagonals of a square are congruent. Given quadrilateral ABCD is a square, to prove diagonal AC congruent to diagonal BD, in the proof part, quadrilateral ABCD is a square, but every square is a rectangle. So, diagonal AC congruent to diagonal BD because for a rectangle the diagonals are congruent. Let us summarize the properties of rectangle, rhombus and square. Diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Diagonals of a square are also congruent because square is also a rectangle. Now, diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And diagonals of rhombus bisect the pairs of opposite angles also. Now, diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other because square is also a rhombus. Diagonals of square bisect opposite angles also. Let us apply and evaluate. Observe the figures carefully. Which shape doesn't belong? Here we can see except one, rest all are having a particular shape. Observe it carefully. Yes, except one, rest all are having four sides. So they all are quadrilaterals. Let us come to an activity now. Let us call one of the students to complete the following activity. They write the congruent parts of the given rectangle. ABCD is given as a rectangle and write the congruent parts. AB congruent to DC, it's correct. Continue. AD congruent to CD. Yes, that's also correct. But do you know why these two are congruent?
Yes, because
sides. Yes, they are.
Because of opposites. The opposite sides of a rectangle
Congruent. Correct. Opposite sides of the rectangle are congruent, so we are getting that. So, complete the remaining. What about the diagonals? Diagonal AC congruent to diagonal BD. Okay, that's that. Segment AO congruent to segment CO. Correct? Segment BO congruent to segment OD. But do you know why AO and CO are congruent?
because the diagonals bisect each other.
Correct. The diagonals bisect each other. Now, see the congruent angles also. Write the congruent angles. Yes, all the four angles are congruent because each angle is 90 degree. So angle A congruent to angle B congruent to angle C congruent to angle D. Each angle is 90 degree. Okay, good. Let us say the next example. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. AC is equal to 2x plus 5. BD is equal to 4x minus 3. Find the value of x. Solution. We know that the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Therefore, diagonal BD is equal to diagonal AC. Substituting the values, 4x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 5. Solving it, 4x minus 2x is equal to 5 plus 3. Therefore, 2x is equal to 8. Hence, x is equal to 4. By substituting the values of x in 2x plus 5 and 4x minus 3, we can find the length of diagonal AC and BD. Let us come to the next example. Quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle where diagonal PR is given 10 cm and one of the side PQ is given 8 cm. Find the remaining sides QR, SR and PS. Solution. quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Hence we know that each angle is a right angle. Therefore, in triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. By applying Pythagoras theorem, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Substituting the values, 10 square is equal to 8 square plus QR square. 100 minus 64 equal to QR square. 36 is equal to QR square. Taking square root, QR is equal to 6. But we know that opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. Therefore, SR is equal to PQ is equal to 8 cm and PS is equal to QR is equal to 6 cm. Hence, we found out the sides QR, SR and PS. Let us come to the next example. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle where AB is equal to 6 cm, BC is equal to 6 cm. Find the length of the diagonal BD and diagonal AC. Solution: quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle, therefore angle B is equal to 90 degree. So in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Applying Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Substituting the values, 6 square plus 6 square equal to 36 plus 36. Therefore, AC square is equal to 72. Taking square root, AC is equal to 6 root 2. But diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Hence, BD is equal to AC equal to 6 root 2 centimeter. Here one more question is there for the students to solve. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Diagonals AC and BD bisect at point E. AE is equal to 2x plus 2. EC is equal to 3x minus 6. Find the diagonals. This can be solved by using the property that diagonals bisect each other. Questions are there for the students to solve. Question number 1. State whether the given statement is true or false. Every rhombus is a square. Option A, true. Option B, false. Let us see the second question. In which of the following figures the diagonals bisect each other? Option A, kite. Option B, trapezium. Option C, parallelogram. Option D, square. Say question number 3. Nupur finds that a park is in the form of a rectangle. She wants to construct a model of this park on paper. Which of the following information is sufficient for constructing the model of this park? Option A, lengths of the diagonals of the park. Option B, measures of each angle of the park. Option C, lengths of two adjacent sides of the park. Option D, length of each side and measure of each angle of the park. Let us come to next question. Name the quadrilateral that is both a rectangle and a rhombus. Option A, square. Option B, kite. Option C, trapezium. Option D, parallelogram. Coming to question number 5. In which of the following figures the diagonals are of equal length? Option A, kite. Option B, trapezium. Option C, parallelogram. And option D, square. Let the students find the answers for this. Thank you.